It's time for Coffee with Crochetpreneur. Hello, all my crochet business friends. I'm so happy to have you here this morning. It is a beautiful Tuesday in Colorado. I hope it's beautiful where you are. We are going to be talking about crochet business things today. So, what are you all up to? I have a blog hop going. I have an upcoming event happening next week called Price It Right. If you are worried about your pricing strategy or want to learn about different pricing strategies, you can join that. It's a free event. Oh, I should put the link in. I'm going to put the link in the comments. And other than that, I would love for you folks to hop on and we will chat. Hang on. I'm going to put the link to register for the free workshop. Register for free Price It Right workshop. Yay, Dana's here. All right, Crochetpreneur. Whoops. All right, so that link is in the comments if you are interested in the free workshop. If you're in CBA, the workshop, all of the content so far for the workshop is in your Thinkific dashboard. If you are in Crochet Biz Lab or Momentum, you have a link in there to get your discount on long-term access to that workshop. And if you're new here, just click the link and go register. It's free. You do have an option to upgrade for like $9 to, have long-term access to the course. But other than that, I hope to see you there. All right, we're going to give this another try this week. Last week we had some issues with feedback. I did some checking around inside of YouTube and found out that it's an individual issue on the part of the participant. So if we have feedback, we'll deal with it. So that's my go-to response. We'll figure it out. So if we have to, we have to. But for now, I am going to bring Dana up onto our screen and we're going to chat. So, hi there. It's so good to see you.
Hi, Pam. It's nice to meet you. Thank you so much
for finally.
Hosting this. Yeah.
I'm going to turn my sound up a little. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. What is up with you?
So I have two questions. If there's time, I don't know if others are backstage, whatever. So
this is your time.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you so much for doing this. I do design work and I've been blogging for just about 2 years. I do baby blankets, memorizable baby blanket patterns. I have 3 small children and God willing, we will have more. So we're right in the thick of all of that. So 2 questions related to having small children. I have a lot of demands on my time. A lot of people have, time management, challenges, but I guess a lot of issues, like things come up outside of my control, right? Like the kids are all sick. I'm not blogging, much that week, or whatever. And so I feel happiest when I can take it slow. And so with my blog, which I love so much, I absolutely love designing. It brings me so much joy. And so I guess other than money, what would be the cons of like a grow slow approach? Just kind of quietly publishing a pattern once a month, putting everything on Etsy, Ravelry, and just letting that be. So that's question 1. And then question 2 is, because I have small children and I do baby blankets, I would love to include them in the business, like in the photography, maybe in some social media, etc. I've been very reserved about this because I'm not sure the pros and cons so much of that, other than I don't know. I've heard like things about AI with the images of your kids, or just like a consent issue because they can't consent to having their photos published online.
Right.
So those are my two questions, like the grow
Okay.
slow approach and kids in my posts, pictures of my kids. So, thank you.
Yeah. Great questions. And I think a lot of people have the same questions. So this is good to cover. So the grow slow approach. There are, okay, if you're not in a situation where you're like, I need to be making money and I need to be making money now, if that is not your situation, you get to grow your business however you want to. Like, just do what feels good to you. There's no shame in growing slow. There's not, like, just do what works for you and your family. And that way you don't get to the place where you're like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I have to choose. And of course, I'm going to have to choose my family. Like, I can't. So we don't want you to get to that place. So grow slow. Great. Like, you're still growing and you're still designing and you're still doing it, but you're making it work for you. And I think that's one of the most important parts of growing a business that's sustainable. Otherwise, it leads to you just can't do it anymore. So,
Okay.
um, if you ever got to the point where you're like, I want to make more money and I'm not doing it fast enough, we could look at different strategies and we could look at, hiring someone to do some of that social media stuff for you. But for right now, you're not in that place. So, no, it's totally fine. You
Okay.
get to
Okay.
say, yay.
Thank
And then as far as the kids go, there's a lot. You get to decide as the mom what works for you and your family. And, um, if you have concerns, I mean, there definitely is concerns about AI. There's definitely concerns about nefarious people on the internet and that kind of stuff. So there are things you can do to still show your kids, but not show their faces, and use them in your photography, but not make them the center of the photography, like still focusing on the product.
Yes.
Um, Jenna Kutcher had a post about this yesterday. Do you know Jenna Kutcher? Okay, so it's Kutcher,
Okay.
and that's her business name. She's not in the crochet world. She's a business coach, but she has two little girls, and she posted yesterday. I think she said something like, "It's been a year since you've seen my girls' faces," and she
Okay.
talks a little bit about why she made that decision, why she felt good about, it was okay to share their faces till they were a certain age, and then after that, she was like, now they get to decide, and so she does show them, but she just doesn't show their faces, and it's still very natural photos. It's more of her mothering and the girls playing or doing something like that, but it's not showing their face. And that way you get to, like, bridge both worlds in a way that still, um is not intruding so much on your kids' world.
Okay.
But as soon as your kid expresses concerns, um, then you listen to the kid, you
Right.
know. So,
Yeah.
and that's what happened with Jenna. In the post, she said that she had been out. I think they went out for ice cream, or they went to get nails done or something. And a stranger came up to them, because Jenna's she's pretty big in the
Okay.
business world. Someone came up to them, was talking to Jenna, and then she leaned over to the little girl and said something about her and her world. Like, so how did that thing go that you were doing? And the little girl was like, I don't know you. Like, I don't understand what's happening. Why does this woman know about my life?
Yeah.
And it was like, it was then and there that I realized I need to stop putting my kids' business on the internet, because it was confusing for them. They don't understand that stuff. So,
Yeah.
considering those things, I think, is important.
Sure.
But again, it's a family decision, and what works best for you and your family is your decision.
Okay.
So, does that
Thank
feel
you.
okay?
Yeah. Yeah. It's those are you've covered well kind of all the things I've been wrestling with. My kids are very young. My oldest is 4, and so I don't think we're at the point yet where she'd be like, "Mom, why does this woman know my business?" Like,
Uh-huh.
right? Um, but yeah, like there's a lot to reflect on, right? And yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the obviously the concerns about like safety too. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, yeah. Well, thank you
Yeah.
so much. That's
Yeah.
yeah, super helpful. I really appreciate it.
Cool. Well, it's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Pam.
I'm glad you popped on today.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything else you need, just put it in the Facebook group or something.
Okay.
You might even ask over in the CBA Facebook group, say, what do you folks do? Like, what are your concerns, or what conclusions have you come to, and why, when it comes to sharing your kids' photos online?
Yeah. 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 I'll do that.
Just
Thank
hear
you.
from other folks.
Right. Absolutely. Thank you.
Cool. All right. Awesome. Well, thanks.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah, this was early for me in my house. My kids are still sleeping. It's like 8
Are
a.m.
they really? Are you
Yeah.
on the West Coast?
What's that?
Are you on the West Coast?
No,
Your
I'm in
kids are
Central
late
Time.
sleepers.
Yeah, we're just late sleepers in our house.
That's amazing.
It
Yeah,
works
it's
well for
7
us.
a.m. here. I'm just like, if I'm going to add on another video, I have to do it before my regular work starts.
Uh,
So that's why we're doing it early. But
yeah, yeah. No, I appreciate it. This was gets me out of bed, starts my day on the right foot.
awesome. All right. Well, thanks for being here. I'm going to let you go, and we're going to go talk to Linda.
Okay, thanks, Pam.
Bye, Dina. Hello, Linda.
Hello,
How
how are
are
you
you?
today? I'm good, thank you.
Good.
I
What
have,
can I do for you today? Tell us a little bit about your business and your question.
well, I don't have a business, but I would been contemplating starting one. I've watched a few of your videos on YouTube, and it sounds scary but doable. Because it's new and there's so much to take in,
Mm-hmm.
but so many legalities and things of that nature. So, first question is, do I need to hire an attorney? Because I am on a fixed income. I'm looking to um, supplement my income with, a little extra, hopefully
Mm-hmm.
through crochet, because I love crocheting. But I don't have enough money for an attorney.
For sure. No, you
That's
don't need
one.
an
That's one
attorney.
question.
No attorney needed. Where are you located?
New York State.
Okay, what I would suggest is to connect with your local small business administration and have them walk you through, because their services are free, and they can walk you through all of the legalities for your area, because every area has different rules of,
Okay.
do you need a business license? Do you not need a license? Do you need a sales tax number? Do you not need sales tax number? Those kinds of things. And so they'll know all of that for your area, and they can offer you help with that for free.
And you said it's a small business association,
Hmm.
and is
So,
that is that at the clerk's office? Where do
I'm
I?
not sure. I would just look up, like, what town are you in?
I'm in the city of Rome.
Rome. All right. So if I do Rome, New York, SBA. And my computer's super slow, so forgive me.
So where are you located?
I'm in Colorado.
Okay.
Okay, so it brought up the Chamber of Commerce,
Uh,
and it has the SBA offices. Connect with your local district office. So if we go to New York, okay, so there's 3 district offices, and you can just call them. So there's Buffalo, Metro New York, and Syracuse.
so nothing for my area.
Um, this is
So
all
does
in
that mean that there are
you.
no codes or whatever it was laws for my
No,
area?
so basically this is a district, and they would oversee, they probably cut the state up into 3 different areas, and there will be offices or officers close to you that you can connect with, probably on the phone. But
Oh, okay. All right. And do you have did they show a telephone number?
well, I can give you this. I'm going to put this in the chat. this is the website that I'm on. So that link is in the chat. It's for sba.gov
All
and
right.
local offices. So just scroll down to New York and then
SBA
find
dot
the one that works best for you.
and scroll down to New York. Okay. And the second question that I have, you may have covered it, but I haven't seen enough of your
Sure.
videos yet, is how do you know how to price your objects? I do everything and anything. I can do, I used to do and give away baby layette sets, which would be a a hat, sweater, booties, diaper cover, bottle holder, blankets to go with as a gift. But and then I can also do lap blankets. I see that on the internet right now that washcloths and dishcloths are big this year for some reason. But I don't know how to price anything along those lines.
So I did put a link in the chat to a workshop that I'm doing next week called Price It Right.
Okay.
So it's a 90-minute workshop. It's free. So come to that and we'll talk all about that.
Definitely. And now I'm not, maybe because I'm backstage, I'm not seeing these links, but once I leave the backstage, will I see those
you'll
links?
see it on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So go to YouTube in the chat there on the side of the chat and you'll see those there.
Wonderful. Thank you for your time.
Yeah. So one other thing is if you're going to be doing baby items, look into U.S. safety compliance. And there is a Facebook group called U.S. Safety and Compliance. And they can help you with that because there are certain labeling requirements and requirements for the type of yarn you can use. It has to be tested for flammability and that kind of stuff for all children's things. I don't know if you remember when we were kids, there was the issue with kids' pajamas catching on fire.
Yes.
And yeah, so
I remember that.
they made that law around that. That now,
Okay.
anytime you make children's things, they have to have those specifications.
And you said that there's a group. What's the group called?
There's a Facebook group. Let me grab that link. U.S. Product Safety Compliance.
U.S. Product
And
Safety Compliance. Okay, so this isn't anything that Trump can disband then, right? Or get rid of? Because it's a Facebook group?
No.
Okay, good.
So there's professionals in there who are like professionals in this field of compliance, and so they can get you resources that are legal and can help you get all that figured out.
Okay, yeah, because I do hats, mittens, scarves, sweaters, you name it. I can do anything.
Awesome.
But then the third question that I had was, is it worth it? Because I'm kind of getting half and half. Yes, it's worth it. No, it's not worth it. You don't really sell that much. So
just remember, okay, it's hard when you get advice from the internet because the people who struggle are more vocal than the people who are successful. The people who are successful are out doing it and making the money. And the people who struggle are on the internet complaining about customers and complaining that people don't buy things. So I think it's important to look at, is there anybody that's doing it and doing it well? And then if them, why not me? What are they doing right? I'm going to do those things right as well. And so block out the voices who say it's not possible because it totally is. And just figure out how to make that possible for you, whether you want to do it just in person or whether you want to do it online. All of it is possible.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was wondering about was, should I not think about trying to do what you had mentioned in your title of this chat or live, but and maybe just stick with like Ravelry and Etsy.
Well, Ravelry is just for patterns.
Mm,
So if you're selling physical products,
yep.
it's totally up to you. So the one thing is, craft fairs are a physical and like an energy drain. And so I've stopped doing craft fairs because I'm like, I'm tired.
Mm-hmm,
So,
mm-hmm.
so for me, doing online is better. And so you can decide what's better for you.
Okay.
Um, there's a lot of places that you can sell online. Etsy is great. Uh, I believe Etsy is great. A lot of people hate it. I think it's good for beginners. And also, Michael's Maker Place is growing. I'm going to be doing some research on them. Um, Go Imagine is a new place, and people are making money there. There's lots of options. Um, Start with one, get good
Yeah.
at it, get an audience, get your processes down as far as, um, oh, how long does it take me to do that? I got to make sure that I set up my, my shipping times and all of that around a reasonable amount of time for me to make the product, or am I going to just sell finished things?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to worry about meeting those sorts of deadlines.
Well, initially that was my thought. Yes.
Yeah. Um, and then go to the next one. So once you get one process down and you figure out how that works, then go to the next one, go to the next one until you are like, okay, I'm good with how things are going.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Don't put too much pressure on yourself, and don't expect that you're just going to post something online and it's automatically going to sell.
Mm-hmm.
It does take it does take marketing. And so eventually you're going to want to learn about marketing and social media and that kind of thing.
That was another question that I had is, do I need to do a YouTube channel in order to be able to get started with something like
You
this?
don't need YouTube per se, but you need something, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whichever you like and feels good to you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Wherever you hang out and wherever your customers hang out is the best place to start. So
Okay.
understanding your ideal customer, and if you're looking at young moms as your ideal customer, then you're probably looking more towards TikTok.
Oh,
Um,
I don't have a TikTok account.
if you're looking at the grandmas that are buying for their daughters who are having babies, then you're looking more towards Instagram and Facebook.
Mm,
Um, so kind of under the age of 25 is definitely over on TikTok.
mm,
Um, Everyone else is on Instagram and Facebook. So
I see. I see. Well, thank you very much again for your time.
you're welcome.
How do I get in touch? I mean, there have been so many people that I would like to be able to get in touch with and ask them to help mentor me. Like you've just given me so much information here. To me, that's mentoring me, teaching me what I need to do. I don't know if that's true mentoring or not, but to me it is.
Uh-huh.
Um, so how do I actually connect with somebody that I can contact whenever I want to?
Hmm. Well, I'm here every other week. So we have that. Sorry, I'm fighting off a cold and I don't want to laugh because it'll make me cough. There are not a lot of people. There is a program through the Crochet Guild of America where they set you up with a professional mentor. That could be helpful. But mostly, I think Facebook, like, if you head over and join my free Facebook group, there are people in there
Hmm.
who are willing to answer questions at any time. So
Okay.
it might not be like a single person answering a question, but
Right, but that's fine.
okay. So Crochet Business Chat is the Facebook group.
I'm sorry, what is it?
I could put the link in here. If you search Crochet Business Chat, you'll find it, but I'll put the link here.
And that's on Facebook.
Yeah.
Because you're cutting in and out occasionally. And that's why I didn't catch that. Crochet Business Chat.
Chat. Yeah. So that's the name of the podcast.
Okay. And what
Um,
is, by the way, what is a podcast?
a
I know what a
podcast.
blog is. That's like video.
So a podcast is generally audio, but it can be video. So
Mm,
mine is both. I do it on video and then we turn it to audio.
mm,
And it's just sort of an informational or entertainment spot where people, either one person or multiple people, talk
mm.
and talk about what they're interested in. Sometimes they're telling stories, sometimes they're sharing information. That's what I do. Um, yeah, that's what a podcast is. So, like a
Okay.
blog is sort of like a podcast in written form.
Mm,
A vlog is more like a day in the life or following someone's daily story or a weekly story of this is what we did this week. And that's more like a sort of TV show kind of thing. And then a podcast is informational / entertainment. There's lots of ways to share what you're doing out there. So
all right.
yeah.
All right. That is the last question that I will
All
ask.
right.
So
Well,
thank
thank
you
you.
for
It's great to meet you.
nice to meet you too. And you said
Um,
every other week.
yes, I'll be here every Tuesday morning at this time.
Oh,
Every other Tuesday morning.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna pop that into my calendar because
Awesome.
YouTube doesn't always I don't always get notices, even though I'm signed up.
Yeah.
But
Have you hit on YouTube? You hit subscribe, and then there's a little
yes,
bell. If
yes.
you
And
hit
I
the
put
bell,
all,
okay. So
yep,
that
I
should do
know
it.
it. Yep. But it doesn't always because
Oh, that's a
I
pity.
am subscribed to another one, and I've become a member. So, and I was hoping that by becoming a member, I would know every time she was doing a live.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes I get notifications of it, and sometimes I don't. Because I get busy. Like hers is on Monday nights at 7,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I get busy, and I don't get the notification because I usually have my phone right with me all the time, and I'll hear ding, and I look.
Uh-huh.
Until like an hour or 2 hours later, and it's already
It's so
it's not live anymore.
disappointing.
Very, very.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to know, so that I could put it in my own calendar to come and look for you, and then
Yeah.
I can hit the that's which is what I've had to do for her, is I have it in my own calendar with an alert that
Mm-hmm.
me a half an hour before.
Yep. Well, I'm every Monday morning at, gosh, your time, it'll be 11. So every Monday morning at 11 and every other Tuesday at 9.
But the one on Monday morning isn't like this though, right?
No, it's a podcast. So it's not a talking back and forth. It's just me talking about something.
Okay, so every Monday morning at 11, and then every other Tuesday
At
at 9
9.
o'clock for me. And this is where, if I have more questions, I can come in.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
Yep.
very much. You have a
You're welcome.
wonderful day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Liz had a question. She said, how many social media platforms do you recommend? So if I were Gary V, who is a marketing guru, his answer would be all of them. You get on all of them and you create all of the content in all of the places, all of the time, all day long. That's one extreme. I think the answer that I would give is as many as you can manage. Because the more content you get out there, the more people you get in front of, the more traffic you get, and the more sales you make. It's just the way it is. But we also don't want you to a place where you're spending so much time on social media that you are not like creating new things. And so it's definitely a balance, and it's going to be different for everyone. If you use a scheduling platform, like I use Metricool, you can use Later, you can use other things, Hootsuite, those kinds of things to schedule out your social media. You can post it in one place and then schedule it to all of the places. That makes it easier. Like this morning, I posted something, to Facebook and Instagram at the same time. And then I could also, it gives me the option to post it to YouTube, LinkedIn, TikTok, WhatsApp, all a bunch of different places. So if that works for you, you could do that. So I would start with one and figure out how to use it, get rolling there, and move on from there. I do want to caution you about worrying about followers. The way algorithms work right now is your follower count is not a big deal. You see people, with 600 followers getting hundreds of thousands of views on a popular reel or a popular TikTok because it's good content. And the social media now understands that it's to their benefit to spread good content. And they're going to take whatever you do. If it's good content, they're going to show it to lots and lots of people. And so your goal is to make good content. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. Anybody else have anything they want to chat about today? I'd be happy to have you come on. I have a feeling my dog, this is going to be our every Tuesday morning thing, is when I'm halfway through the podcast, the dog will wake up and then he wants to go outside. So he's tapping around outside my door. Let's see. Okay, I put lots of links in the chat, so I hope you guys have found those. This Wednesday, so Wednesday the 12th, February 12th, for those of you who are watching live, we'll be doing the Price It Right workshop. It's for physical product sellers, and we're going to talk about different strategies for pricing, how to come up with a price that works for you, and stop comparing to what everyone else does, and stop underpricing because you think that's going to help you sell better. And I'm about to sneeze. Okay, let's hope that was it. I think you can tell in my voice that something's going on. Anyway, if we don't have anybody else pop in, if you haven't seen the link to pop in, I will post that one more time. There's a link to pop in backstage if you would like to join us and ask a question. But if there isn't anyone, then we're going to head off and go do something else. Those of you who do sell physical products, thanks, Kelly. What was I going to say? Oh, I'm hosting a blog hop on my Made with a Twist blog this week. And the blog hop is basically designers are sharing patterns that are bestsellers for them and profit makers for them at craft fairs. And each day is a new pattern, and they are being offered for free for 24 hours for the PDF. So you can, I can go get that link. Let me see where it is. So, and I realized this morning that I forgot to send out an email yesterday. So I made the one pattern. It'll be available through today. It was supposed to end last night, and I made it go till the end of today because I don't know what happened. I wrote the email, but I didn't send the email. So we all have issues, I think, in our businesses every once in a while. So that's the link to the blog hop. And Lisa Fox from Green Fox Farm is today's featured designer. I had one yesterday, and she has a water bottle carrier today as the pattern. Yesterday I had a little neck warmer. All right. Well, I'm not seeing anybody else pop on, and I have lots to do because we have 1 month until the Crochet Business Summit starts. So that is another thing on the radar. So my team and I are working really hard behind the scenes to get that all prepared for you. We have 22 speakers that are going to be at the Crochet Business Summit this year. And the summit is March 5th through the 7th with a kickoff call on the 4th. And yeah, we're working on getting that all set up. So I am not lacking for tasks to complete. So I might just go do that now. So I hope you all have a wonderful week. Thank you for being here. I hope you pop on again next time we get together, which is 2 weeks from now. Jason says Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. I learned how to crochet in 8th grade in 1989. Michelle out of Kansas. Awesome. Hi, Beth. All right, everyone. We are going to hop off, and I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week, and I will see you next Monday morning for another episode of Crochet Business Chat. Thanks for being here. Bye, everyone.